It was a bright morning in the kingdom of Enchantia, but Princess Sofia didn't feel like herself. She had woken up with a heavy head, a warm forehead, and a strange feeling of exhaustion. Clover, ever observant, hopped onto her bed and twitched his nose anxiously. "Princess Sofia, you look different. Your cheeks are very pink. Are you feeling okay?" Sophia tried to smile but winced. "I don't feel well, Clover," she admitted softly. "I think I have a fever." Her parents, King Roland and Queen Miranda, were immediately concerned when they saw her. "Oh, Sophia," Queen Miranda said, gently brushing Sophia's hair back. "You're burning up. We must take care of you right away." King Roland nodded. "Let's call the royal doctor and make sure Princess Sofia gets plenty of rest." Sophia sighed, feeling a little disappointed. She had been looking forward to attending the spring festival with her friends, and now she had to stay in bed. The thought of missing all the fun made her heart sink. Clover hopped closer, trying to cheer her up. "Don't worry, Princess Sofia. Even if you're sick, you're still the bravest and most magical princess ever." Sophia giggled weakly. "Thanks, Clover. I wish I could be outside playing with everyone." But her body was heavy, and every movement made her feel more tired. Queen Miranda tucked her in with a soft blanket and placed a cool, damp cloth on her forehead. "Rest now, Sophia. Your body needs to fight this fever, and soon you'll feel better." Even though Sophia was feeling unwell, she noticed something magical. The amulet of Avalor, her magical necklace, glowed softly, as if sensing her discomfort. Princess Sofia had always found comfort in its gentle magic, and today was no exception. The amulet shimmered, casting a warm light over her bed. Clover's eyes widened. "Princess Sofia, look. The amulet wants to help you." Sophia smiled faintly, feeling the gentle warmth from the necklace. "Maybe it will help me feel better," she whispered, closing her eyes. Suddenly, a gentle knock came at the door. "Princess Sofia?" a soft voice called. It was her friend Amber, walking in with a small basket of herbs and flowers. "I heard you're not feeling well," Amber said, her eyes filled with concern. "I brought some special remedies from the palace gardens. Mom says these can help a fever, and I thought maybe we could make you feel a little better." Sophia's heart lifted. "Thank you, Amber. That's very kind of you." Clover twitched his ears excitedly. "Princess Sofia, this is awesome. You've got friends bringing magic and herbs." Amber carefully arranged the flowers and herbs near Sophia's bedside. "These are chamomile, lavender, and a little bit of mint," she explained. "They help you relax, make it easier to sleep, and can even help the fever go down." Sophia breathed in the soothing scents, feeling the tension in her body begin to ease. Clover twitched his nose happily. "Princess Sofia, the magical smells are making you feel better already." Just as Sophia was starting to feel a bit more comfortable, the amulet of Avalor glowed brighter than ever. A soft, gentle voice seemed to whisper in her mind, "Princess Sofia, bravery isn't only for facing dragons or giving speeches. Sometimes, bravery is resting when your body needs it and letting others help you." Sophia thought about the days she had been missing at the festival and her initial disappointment. But now she understood. Even in bed, even while feeling weak, she could be brave by listening to her body and accepting help. Queen Miranda smiled as she saw Sophia's thoughtful expression. "See, Sophia? Even a princess must care for herself. Resting, drinking herbal tea, and letting friends help is part of being brave." Sophia nodded, closing her eyes. Clover curled up at her feet, providing comfort and warmth. Amber sat beside her, humming softly, and the magical glow from the amulet filled the room with a sense of calm. Later that day, the royal doctor arrived, carrying a small bag of remedies and tonics. He checked Princess Sophia's temperature and listened to her heartbeat carefully. "Ah, Princess Sofia," he said kindly, "your fever is mild, but it's important that you rest. Drink plenty of fluids, keep warm, and listen to your body. Soon, you will be well enough to enjoy the festival and all your adventures." Sophia nodded obediently, feeling grateful for the care around her. She realized that even though she wasn't physically strong at that moment, Her courage came from remaining calm and positive, trusting that she would recover. As evening approached, the room grew quieter. Clover had curled up in a soft ball beside her bed, Amber had left with a promise to return in the morning, and Queen Miranda stayed nearby, reading softly to Sophia to keep her mind at ease. The gentle words, combined with the amulet's warm glow, helped her drift into a peaceful sleep. Even in rest, Princess Sophia's bravery continued to grow, showing her that courage wasn't only for grand adventures, it could also be found in quiet moments of healing and patience. Princess Sophia dreamed of the spring festival, imagining herself dancing with her friends, enjoying magical games, and laughing in the sunshine. In her dreams, she felt strong, happy, and full of courage, knowing that even when she felt weak, her heart remained brave. The gentle magic of her amulet, the love of her family, and the kindness of her friends reminded her that bravery could be gentle, patient, and full of warmth. Clover twitched his nose, smiling as he watched over her. Princess Sophia, even in bed, you're the bravest of all. As the night deepened, the soft moonlight filled her room, and Princess Sophia's fever began to slowly fade. Her breathing was steady, her heart light, and her mind at peace. She understood something important. Being brave wasn't always about action or adventure. It was also about listening to your body, accepting care, and believing that tomorrow would bring new strength and joy. With that thought, Princess Sophia slept deeply, ready to awaken renewed, healthy, and ready for the adventures that awaited her. The morning sun peeked through the curtains of Princess Sophia's room, casting a soft golden glow over the bed where she lay wrapped in blankets. Though she had rested well, Sophia still felt a warmth in her cheeks and a slight heaviness in her limbs. Clover hopped onto her bed with a concerned twitch of his nose. Princess Sophia, how are you feeling today? Are we ready for another adventure, or should we stick to magical rest? Sophia gave a small smile, brushing a strand of hair from her forehead. I still feel a little weak, Clover. I think the fever hasn't completely left me yet. Clover twitched his ears, hopping up and down. Well, that's okay. Princess Sophia can be brave even when she's resting. And today, we're going to have a gentle adventure right here in the castle. Queen Miranda entered with a steaming cup of herbal tea, carrying the soothing scent of chamomile and lavender. Princess Sophia, she said softly, the herbs should help your fever go down. Take it slowly, sip by sip, and remember that resting is just as important as any adventure. Sophia nodded, feeling a wave of warmth and gratitude. She took the cup carefully, inhaling the calming scent before taking her first sip. Clover sniffed, then twitched his nose approvingly. Princess Sophia, that smells magical. Almost as magical as the amulet of Avalor. Indeed, the amulet shimmered gently around Sophia's neck, as if it sensed her continued discomfort and wished to help. She could feel a faint warmth emanating from it, filling her with calm energy. Clover, she whispered, I think the amulet wants me to learn something important while I'm resting. Maybe bravery isn't only about big adventures. Maybe it's about taking care of myself too. Clover twitched his ears thoughtfully. Princess Sophia, I think you're onto something. Bravery in bed. Sounds tricky but magical. As Sophia sipped her tea, the amulet glowed a bit brighter, and suddenly, a soft, shimmering portal appeared above her bed. Out floated tiny, magical sparkles, forming the shape of a small, friendly fairy. Princess Sophia, the fairy said in a tinkling voice, I am Serenia, a guardian of health and magic. I've come to help you understand that true bravery includes listening to your body and practicing patience, even when you feel weak. Sophia's eyes widened with wonder. A magical fairy, just for me? She whispered. Clover's ears perked up. Princess Sophia, this is the best sick day surprise ever. Serenia hovered closer, sprinkling soft sparkles over Sophia's blankets. When we are unwell, she explained, our bodies need rest, kindness, and gentle magic. Bravery is remembering to care for yourself while you recover. Even a princess can be a hero from her bed by practicing self-care and making small choices that help her heal. Sophia nodded slowly, realizing that even though she had felt frustrated at missing the festival, This lesson was important. She had been brave by resting yesterday, letting others care for her, and following the advice of Clover, her parents, and Amber. Clover hopped excitedly. "Princess Sofia, do you know what this means? We get to have a gentle adventure, right here in your room. A magical adventure where we learn bravery while resting." Sophia giggled softly. "Yes, Clover, we can have a magical adventure even in bed. And maybe, through it, I'll feel even better." Serenia sprinkled more glittering magic, and the room slowly transformed. The walls seemed to shimmer like sunlight on water, and soft clouds appeared around the bed, forming gentle stepping stones for Sophia's imagination. With each sip of tea and each sparkle of magic, Sophia felt a little stronger. Serenia guided her through a series of gentle exercises, stretching her arms slowly, imagining herself walking through a garden of healing flowers, and breathing in the magical scents that surrounded her. Clover hopped beside her, practicing little twirls and jumps, muttering encouraging words. "Princess Sofia, look, we're doing bravery stretches. Step by magical step." Sophia smiled, feeling lighter and calmer with every movement, understanding that bravery could also be quiet, mindful, and magical. Later, Amber returned, this time with a small storybook and a basket of colorful, healing fruits. "Princess Sofia," Amber said softly, "I thought you could enjoy a gentle story while resting, and these fruits will give you strength." Sophia's eyes sparkled as she took the book. Clover twitched his nose happily. "Princess Sofia, reading stories counts as magic too. And snacks are bravery fuel." Sophia laughed, nibbling a piece of apple and opening the book. The story spoke of young heroes, magical creatures, and enchanted kingdoms where courage was shown not only in battles but also in acts of kindness, patience, and healing. As the afternoon passed, Sophia felt her fever gradually fading. She realized that even though she had missed her usual adventures outside, she had experienced a different kind of bravery, one that came from caring for herself, letting others care for her, and using her imagination to create magical moments even in bed. Serenia's magic sparkled gently, reinforcing this lesson, and Clover twitched his ears in agreement. "Princess Sofia, bravery isn't just for exploring jungles or giving speeches. It's for resting, healing, and learning too." By evening, Sophia felt much better. Her cheeks had returned to their normal rosy glow, her energy was slowly coming back, and her heart was light and cheerful. Queen Miranda smiled proudly. "Princess Sofia, you have shown great courage today. Remember, even when unwell, your bravery shines when you care for yourself and accept the help of friends and family." Sophia hugged her mother warmly. "Thank you, Ma. I understand now that resting and healing are just as important as any adventure." As the stars appeared outside her window, Sophia, Clover, and Serenia shared quiet laughter and magical moments, understanding that bravery comes in many forms. Princess Sofia had learned that healing could be magical, resting could be brave, and even a quiet day in bed could teach lessons that would last a lifetime. Clover twitched his nose happily. "Princess Sofia, today you were the bravest princess in Enchantia, even lying down." Sophia giggled, feeling warm inside. With the gentle magic of the amulet, the love of her family, and the support of her friends, Princess Sofia drifted into a peaceful sleep, knowing that tomorrow would bring renewed strength, new adventures, and the courage to face anything that came her way. Even while sick, she had discovered the true power of patience, self-care, and gentle bravery, a lesson that would guide her throughout her magical life in Enchantia. The next morning, Princess Sofia awoke feeling a little stronger, though her body still carried the warmth of the fever. Clover twitched his nose excitedly. "Princess Sofia, you're up. And guess what? Today's going to be a magical day, even if we're still inside." Sophia smiled weakly, sitting up in bed. "I hope so, Clover. I feel better, but I don't want to push myself too much." Clover twitched his ears knowingly. "That's okay. Remember, even gentle adventures can be full of magic." As Sophia sipped her morning tea, the amulet of Avalor shimmered softly, its magical light bathing the room in warmth. Clover's eyes widened. "Princess Sofia, the amulet is glowing extra bright today. I think it's trying to tell us something. Indeed, the magical glow seemed to create a faint, sparkling trail from her bed toward the open window. Curious and feeling brave, Sophia followed the trail slowly, her feet still a little wobbly from the fever. Clover hopped ahead, chattering excitedly. Princess Sofia, magic trail. Adventure ahead. The trail led them to the royal greenhouse, where herbs, flowers, and magical plants grew in every direction. Serenia, the fairy who had guided Sophia yesterday, appeared in a swirl of sparkling light. "Good morning, Princess Sofia," she chimed. "Today, your courage will be tested in a new way. Magic, like health, requires care and creativity. Sometimes, even a small mistake can turn into an opportunity for bravery and learning." Sophia looked at Clover. "A challenge, even while I'm sick?" Clover twitched his nose. "Bravery comes in all shapes and sizes, Princess Sofia. And magic mishaps count too." Serenia guided Sophia to a particular section of the greenhouse, where a cluster of magical flowers shimmered with unusual colors. "These flowers," she explained, "have special healing properties, but the magic is delicate. They must be handled gently and carefully, or their magic may act unexpectedly." Sophia reached out with a cautious hand. The moment she touched the petals, a small burst of sparkling magic escaped, swirling around the room and tickling her nose. Clover sneezed, hopping back in surprise. "Princess Sofia, that was unexpected." Sophia giggled weakly, realizing that even while unwell, she could still have fun. "I guess the magic is a little mischievous today," she said softly. As the sparkling magic settled, Sophia noticed that a few of the flowers had shifted, their petals drooping slightly. Serenia floated closer. "See, Princess Sofia? Mistakes happen even with magic. True bravery includes creativity and problem-solving. Can you help these flowers regain their magic?" Sophia nodded determinedly. "I can try." Clover bounced beside her, whispering, "Princess Sofia, we've got this. Step by magical step." Sophia carefully examined each flower, touching the petals lightly and speaking soothing words. "Magic flowers, I know you're tired. Let's rest and glow again." Slowly, the flowers began to shimmer, their colors brightening. Clover twitched his ears. "Princess Sofia, you're doing it. You're fixing the magic with kindness and patience." Sophia smiled, realizing that her fever had taught her something important. Even when she felt weak, she could still face challenges with creativity and care. Just then, one flower emitted a small puff of sparkling pollen that floated around the room. It tickled Sophia's nose, making her giggle. Clover twitched nervously. "Princess Sofia, the pollen is everywhere. What do we do?" Sophia thought carefully, remembering Serenia's advice about problem-solving. "We can guide it gently back to the flowers," she suggested, moving her hands in soft arcs. With each careful motion, the sparkling pollen returned to the petals, restoring their full magical glow. Clover twitched in delight. "Princess Sofia, you fixed the magical mishap. Bravery and clever thinking, maximum level." Sophia felt a warm sense of pride. She realized that bravery wasn't only about facing dragons or speaking in front of crowds. It could also be found in patience, creativity, and gentle problem-solving. Even while sick, she had solved a challenge, helped magical creatures, and kept her spirits high. Serenia smiled. "Princess Sofia, today you learned that magic and courage sometimes requires patience, creativity, and careful thinking. Bravery is not just action, it is understanding, guiding, and making choices with care." Later, Amber returned with a basket of soft blankets and warm tea. "Princess Sofia," she said, "I thought you might need some extra comfort after the magical mishap." Sophia smiled, feeling the love and support around her. Clover hopped happily. "Princess Sofia, this is perfect. Comfort and magic all in one. Bravery is even tastier with tea." Sophia giggled, sipping the warm drink and feeling the soothing herbs work their magic. As the afternoon progressed, Sophia spent time tending more magical plants, guided by Serenia and Clover. Each task, though gentle, required focus, patience, and care. Sophia learned that bravery could be quiet and still, not only loud and adventurous. Even small acts of care, like helping flowers regain their magic or sipping tea to heal her body, were acts of courage. She realized that taking care of herself and others was a form of heroism. By evening, Princess Sofia felt her fever slowly fading. The magical flowers glowed brightly, the greenhouse sparkled with a calm, gentle light, and Clover twitched his nose happily. "Princess Sofia, look, even the flowers are celebrating your bravery." Sophia smiled, realizing that her courage had spread beyond herself. She had faced her weakness, solved problems, and nurtured life and magic, all while learning to listen to her body. As the stars appeared in the sky above the castle, Sophia returned to her bedroom, her body feeling lighter and her heart brimming with pride. Clover snuggled beside her, whispering, "Princess Sofia, even while sick, you've had an amazing adventure. Bravery isn't just fighting dragons, it's healing, thinking, and caring too." Sophia hugged him gently. "Thank you, Clover. I understand now that bravery can be gentle, magical, and quiet, and it can happen even when we're not at our strongest." Princess Sofia drifted off to sleep that night with a sense of accomplishment. The fever, though still present, seemed smaller, less daunting. She had learned that creativity, problem-solving, and patience were important forms of bravery, and that even small actions could make a big difference. With the love of her family, the guidance of Serenia, the support of Amber, and Clover's constant encouragement, Princess Sofia had discovered yet another magical lesson about courage, and she knew that tomorrow she would continue to grow stronger, braver, and even more magical. That evening, as Princess Sofia lay in her bed, her body still warm from the lingering fever, she felt an unusual heaviness. Clover twitched his nose anxiously. "Princess Sofia, your cheeks are glowing like sunset. Are you feeling okay?" Sophia gave a weak smile, tucking the blankets around her. "Oh, strange, Clover. Like I'm drifting somewhere else." Clover's ears perked up. "Oh, a magical adventure while sleeping? Princess Sofia, this is going to be epic." As the stars sparkled outside her window, the amulet of Avalor glowed brighter than ever. A gentle, shimmering light enveloped the room, and Sophia's eyelids grew heavy. Before she knew it, she drifted into a deep, magical sleep. In her dreams, the world transformed into a soft, glowing landscape. Golden meadows stretched endlessly, sparkling streams wound like silver ribbons, and gentle breezes carried the sweet scent of enchanted flowers. Clover, hovering beside her dream self, whispered, "Princess Sofia, this is a dream adventure. Use your imagination and bravery." Suddenly, a path of shimmering stars appeared in front of Sophia, leading toward a towering, glowing castle that seemed to float on clouds. The air shimmered with magic, and she felt a sense of wonder combined with a flutter of nervousness. "I don't know if I can do this," Sophia whispered. Clover nudged her gently. "Princess Sofia, remember what we learned. Bravery isn't about being fearless. It's about trying even when you feel unsure. You can do this." Sophia took a deep breath and stepped forward, her bare feet touching the soft, sparkling ground. As she approached the floating castle, she noticed a group of tiny dream creatures struggling to cross a bridge that sparkled like starlight. The bridge wobbled with each step, and some creatures hesitated, trembling with fear. Sophia's heart swelled with empathy. "I can help them," she whispered. "Even in a dream, bravery means helping others." Clover twitched excitedly. "Princess Sofia, this is it. Your courage in action." Sophia gently guided the dream creatures across the bridge, speaking soothing words and showing them where to step safely. Her hands glowed softly, radiating warmth and encouragement. One by one, each creature made it across, their tiny faces lighting up with joy. "Thank you, Princess Sofia," they chimed. "You've shown us courage and kindness." Sophia smiled, realizing that even in a dream, her actions had meaning. She had learned that bravery could be gentle, thoughtful, and empowering for others. Beyond the bridge, Sophia encountered a swirling cloud of golden mist. From it emerged her own dream self, a glowing, slightly larger version of Princess Sofia, radiating confidence. The dream Sophia spoke softly, "Princess Sofia, your fever may make your body weak, but your heart is full of strength. This dream is here to show you that resilience comes from within. You have the power to face challenges, grow stronger, and shine brightly even when circumstances are difficult." Sophia nodded slowly. "I understand. Bravery isn't just about being strong. It's about listening to myself, learning, and never giving up." Her dream self smiled warmly. Clover hopped with excitement. "Princess Sofia, you're learning the ultimate bravery lesson, resilience." As they continued, the dream castle's gates opened to reveal a grand hall filled with glowing mirrors. Each mirror reflected a different version of Sophia: the shy Sophia who had hesitated to speak in public, the scared Sophia who had crossed the rickety bridge, the tired Sophia lying in bed with fever, and the cheerful Sophia helping magical flowers regain their glow. Each reflection sparkled with a soft golden light. "Look, Princess Sofia," her dream self said, "every version of you is brave in its own way. Courage isn't one thing. It's a collection of choices, actions, and love." Sophia felt tears of understanding prick her eyes. She realized that even while sick, she had faced her fears, helped others, and shown kindness. Suddenly, a gentle breeze swirled through the hall, carrying magical sparkles that lifted Sophia into the air. She felt lighter, as if the weight of the fever had melted away. Clover twitched his nose and twirled alongside her. "Princess Sofia, flying in a dream. Maximum bravery points." Sophia laughed softly, feeling pure joy. This is amazing. I never imagined being sick could lead to such a magical adventure." The dream Sophia nodded. Even challenges like illness hold lessons and magic. Bravery isn't about avoiding struggles, it's about learning from them. As the dream began to fade, the golden mist formed into a soft, glowing heart. "Princess Sofia," Serenia's gentle voice echoed, "remember that every step you take, gentle or bold, awake or dreaming, adds to your courage. You are strong, resilient, and capable. Let this dream remind you of the magic inside your heart." Sophia felt warmth flood her chest, filling her with confidence and hope. Even though she was still recovering, she knew that her bravery had grown in ways she had never imagined. When Sophia awoke, the soft morning sunlight streamed into her room. The fever had lessened considerably, and her energy was slowly returning. Clover hopped onto the bed, twirling in delight. "Princess Sofia, you did it! You flew in a dream, saved magical creatures, and learned super-duper bravery lessons while resting." Sophia smiled, rubbing Clover's ears. "I learned so much, Clover. Even while sick, I could be brave, creative, and kind. Bravery comes in so many forms." Queen Miranda and King Roland entered quietly, smiling. "Good morning, Sophia," Queen Miranda said. "How are you feeling today?" Sophia sat up with a bright smile. "Much better. I had a magical dream, and I realized that even resting and being sick can teach me bravery and resilience." King Roland nodded proudly. "That's my brave princess. You've learned something very important. Strength is not only physical, it comes from the heart, mind, and spirit." Clover twitched his nose happily. "Princess Sofia, tomorrow we can go back to real adventures. But today was the ultimate magical adventure for a brave princess like you." Sophia giggled, feeling warmth in her chest. She knew that her fever had been difficult, but it had also given her lessons she would never forget: patience, resilience, creativity, empathy, and the power of imagination. As the day continued, Sophia rested peacefully, feeling her strength return with each sip of tea, each gentle nap, and the magical reminders of her dream. She understood that courage could be gentle, quiet, and magical, and that even challenges like sickness could become lessons in bravery. Clover twitched his nose and whispered, "Princess Sofia, the bravest princess in Enchantia, just keeps getting braver." Sophia smiled, closing her eyes, ready to awaken tomorrow stronger, healthier, and full of courage for whatever adventures awaited her. The morning sun shone brightly over the kingdom of Enchantia, And for the first time in days, Princess Sofia felt completely herself again. Her cheeks had returned to their rosy glow, her eyelids felt light, and her energy was back. Clover twitched his nose excitedly, hopping in circles. Princess Sofia, you're finally feeling better. Today is going to be amazing. Sophia smiled, stretching slowly and enjoying the warm sunlight that filled her room. It feels wonderful to be strong again, Clover. I missed all my friends and the festival while I was sick. Queen Miranda entered with a cheerful smile, carrying a basket of freshly baked muffins and a steaming cup of herbal tea. Good morning, Princess Sofia. You've been resting and recovering so well. I think today is perfect for a gentle breakfast and some time with your friends. Sophia nodded, grateful for the care her parents had shown. She realized that the lessons she had learned while sick, patience, self-care, and gentle bravery, had strengthened her not only physically, but emotionally. She felt ready to embrace the day with confidence. After breakfast, Sophia put on her favorite purple dress, brushing her hair carefully, and fastening the amulet of Avalor around her neck. Clover twirled beside her. Princess Sofia, you look amazing. Ready for your first real adventure post-fever? Sophia laughed softly. Yes, Clover. But today, my adventure will be different. It's about reconnecting with my friends and sharing the lessons I've learned while I was sick. When she stepped into the castle courtyard, her friends Amber, James, and the royal staff were waiting. Their faces lit up as they saw Sophia smiling and full of energy again. Sophia! Amber exclaimed, rushing forward. We were so worried. We're so glad you're feeling better. Sophia hugged her warmly. Thank you, Amber. Your visits and care really helped me recover. I also learned that even small acts of kindness can make a big difference, especially when someone is feeling unwell. Clover twitched his ears happily. Princess Sofia, see? Bravery and friendship magic combined. The group decided to head to the spring festival, which had continued over the past few days. Sophia's excitement grew as she remembered the magical adventures she had imagined in her dreams, the lessons she had learned from the fairy Serenia, and the gentle bravery she had practiced while tending the magical flowers. She realized that her time being sick had given her a new perspective. Courage wasn't only about action, it was about patience, creativity, empathy, and care for oneself and others. As they entered the festival, Sophia noticed children trying new games, citizens laughing, and magical creatures performing tricks and showing their talents. A small group of children approached her shyly. Princess Sofia, one whispered, we tried a new ride even though we were scared. You inspired us, even though we didn't see you yesterday. Sophia knelt to their level, smiling warmly. I'm so proud of all of you. Remember, bravery comes in many forms. It's not just about big adventures, it's about taking small steps, helping others, and believing in yourself. I learned that myself while I was sick. Clover twitched his nose excitedly. Princess Sofia, wisdom and bravery all in one. Sophia spent the day sharing her experiences, helping her friends try new games, and enjoying the magical festival with a sense of calm confidence. She realized that the love and support she had received while sick had made her stronger, and she now wanted to use that strength to help others. Even small gestures, like cheering on a friend, guiding someone through a tricky game, or offering a comforting word, felt like acts of courage. Sophia smiled, feeling the warm glow of kindness and bravery inside her. Later, as the sun began to set, Sophia and her friends gathered near the fountain in the center of the festival. Clover twitched happily as the amulet of Avalor shimmered softly, casting golden light over the courtyard. Sophia reflected on everything she had learned, that listening to her body, resting when needed, accepting help, and showing empathy were all part of being brave. Even her magical dream adventure had taught her that resilience, creativity, and patience were forms of courage just as important as heroic deeds. Queen Miranda and King Roland watched Sophia with pride. Princess Sofia, Queen Miranda said, you've grown so much over these past few days. You've discovered that bravery is about balance, care, and understanding, not just action. I'm so proud of you. King Roland nodded, smiling warmly. Your journey has shown that courage can shine in quiet ways, even when someone feels weak. That is a true princess's bravery." Sophia hugged them both, feeling a deep sense of gratitude and love. As the festival drew to a close, Sophia, Clover, and her friends sat together on a soft grassy hill, watching the stars twinkle above. Sophia felt peaceful and joyful. "Even though being sick was difficult," she said softly, "it taught me so much. Bravery isn't just about facing challenges when you feel strong. It's about being kind to yourself, asking for help, and using your heart and imagination to make a difference." Clover twitched his nose happily. "Princess Sofia, you are the bravest princess in Enchantia, in every way." Sophia smiled, feeling confident and inspired. She knew that no matter what adventures or challenges awaited her, she now had the tools to face them with courage, patience, and love. Her time with Fever, the magical lessons from Serenia, and the support from her family and friends had given her a new understanding of bravery. It wasn't about never feeling weak, it was about finding strength within herself and sharing it with others. As the night grew darker, Sophia felt her eyelids grow heavy. Clover curled up beside her, and she looked at the twinkling stars above. "Thank you, Clover, Umber, Mom, Dad, and Serenia," she whispered. "I feel stronger, braver, and ready for all the adventures to come." Clover twitched his nose, nuzzling her cheek. "Princess Sofia, your bravery shines brighter than all the stars in the sky." Sophia giggled softly, closing her eyes with a sense of peace. And so, Princess Sophia's fever became not just a challenge to overcome, but a magical journey that taught her the true meaning of courage. She had learned that bravery could be gentle, quiet, creative, and filled with love. As she drifted into a peaceful sleep that night, she knew that she was ready for any adventure, big or small, that life in Enchantia might bring. The kingdom rested peacefully under the stars, and Princess Sophia's heart glowed with the knowledge that true bravery came not just from action, but from the courage to care, heal, and inspire even in the quietest moments.